So LeBron James addresses Stephen A. Smith's confrontation for the first time. And so where does LeBron go? To the direct competitor of Stephen A. Smith. He goes to the Pat McAfee show, okay? Just to say, hey, I'm going to this guy over you. And we know he's doing that. We understand. Guys that follow these stories know what's going on. But let's go ahead and play this clip. Go for it, Rob.
Which leads, obviously, to you and Stephen A. Hey, legit, that feels like a moment that had been brewing for a long time.
He's like on a Taylor Swift tour run right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're watching it. Yep. We're all seeing it.
Oh, yeah.
You're seeing it as well.
He literally, it started off with, I didn't want to address it.
Yeah, sure.
I didn't want to address it. I wasn't going to address it. But since the video came out, I feel the need to address it.
Yeah, on fire. You would be not to talk about it.
Are you kidding me? If there's one person that couldn't wait to the video to drop so you could address it, it's your ass. Like, seriously, it's, and like another, he completely like missed the whole point. The whole point. Never would I ever not allow people to talk about the sport, criticize players about what they do on the court. That is your job, to criticize or to, be in a position where, okay, if a guy's not performing, that is all part of the game. That's all part of the game. But when you take it and you get personal with it, it's my job to not only protect my damn household, but protect the players. And I think a lot of the media, including him, and I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh my God, he's gonna get home and grab some ice cream out of the fucking freezer and sit in his chair in his tighty whiteys on the couch.
I hope at some point you two do get a chance. But you're right.
Dude, relax, bro. Relax. Seriously.
Yeah. So Stephen A. responds to this in a couple different ways, Rob. I don't know if you have it or not, but until you find it, which is fine. LeBron goes in troll mode and he posts a picture because Stephen A. said, if you get to my face, is this the one, Rob?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and play this clip.
Man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That man put his hands on me.
By the way, to his defense, he came back and said, guys, play the entire clip. Because he did say, he would have destroyed me, but I'm just saying, I would have reacted to it. Yeah, no, he did. Of course he qualified it, but then LeBron went and posted this on his Instagram account. Okay, SA. So obviously there's a lot of fun going on with this here, but he had a full-on reaction. But before I go there, Adam, your thoughts, and then I'll show you the clip on Stephen A.
We're talking about GOATs here. Now, if they're going to play one-on-one and play basketball or even fight, put your money on LeBron. You're putting your money on Stephen A. But LeBron, respect to you, buddy, on the court, off the court. You also are a family man. When it comes to debating, when it comes to having the verbiage, when it comes to speaking, you're talking to the GOAT right here. This is Stephen A., arguably the greatest sports commentator of all time.
Or trash talker.
You don't want to go into that ring with Stephen A. Stay on your side. So how LeBron was talking about, listen, I'm going to stand up for my other players or stand up, as a father. Let's not get it twisted. You're not standing up for any other players to Stephen A. like this. Yep. You're standing up for one player and one player only, and his name is LeBron James Jr., a.k.a. Bronny James. So Stephen A. has every right to criticize an NBA player and say, look, maybe he ain't cut out for the league. But you know what just happened, actually? Turned out it actually was motivation and fire under Bronny James's butt. Why? Because a week or so later, a guy who was averaging 0.5 points a game, not even a full point, came out at a career-high 16 points playing for the Lakers while LeBron was out of the game. So maybe this was the thing that Bronny needed to get into the league. Let's not forget, Bronny has not played much college or professional basketball. Remember, he played for USC for like a half a season because he was out the first half of the season with a heart condition. Yeah. Let's not make any assumptions.
Whatever.
Let's just go with the
whatever would make an 18-year-old heart stop. Whatever. Everybody can make their own opinion.
Last point. It is very interesting. Pat, you called it his rival, Pat McAfee. A lot of people don't know the inside stuff, to quote Ahmad Shad with this thing right here. But Pat McAfee, he signed a $100 million contract, whatever it was, a couple years ago. Stephen A. Smith has been under contract negotiations for what feels like years, and it just got solidified this month. $100 million for, I believe, 4 years, 5 years?
It's competitive.
Okay.
It's competitive. Rob,
So it's
go ahead and
competitive.
Play this clip.
What he had to say, I was in no position to give any kind of retort without making a scene. It was during the third quarter. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked, because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That I'm not going to tolerate. But I knew he wasn't going to do something like that. There was no fear in my mind about it. It was shock. Because as I have repeatedly stated, I was not talking about his son. I was talking about him.
Is that it, Rob?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a clip. There's a clip there that he says LeBron is a liar. He's shady. He's this. He's that. He's this. And I'll try to find that clip. To
I mean,
give
he
it to you.
kind of is, though. Isn't
He what?
LeBron kind of is. Just from the past couple of years, with everything from, when it came to China, when the NBA was making all this money, he stayed quiet when everybody
Is
was.
this it, Rob?
Yes.
This is
Yeah,
it.
go
Go
ahead.
for it. Play this clip. This is it. Go ahead.
But don't the truth matter? Because there's one person in this ordeal that's telling the truth, and it's me.
This is the
I don't lie to y'all. His ass lies a lot. And there's a lot of shady stuff that he does. And one of the things is his passive aggressiveness and the two-facedness and smile in your face and dig you behind the back. I happen to know that about him, which is why I don't like him.
Damn.
And he don't like me.
That's right.
But it doesn't stop me from being fair and calling it like I see it. We ain't exchanging Christmas gifts. We ain't having Thanksgiving dinner together. What you bring your son up in there for? What you bring your family up in there before? You gonna go on Pat McAfee show, talk about you gonna protect your house. What you talking about? Your son ain't at the house. He's at Crypto.com Arena. We ain't covering him in Brentwood. We covering him in downtown LA at the Crypto.com Arena, where you put him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, and by the way, that's the criticism. He says another story, he says, LeBron's always been the guy that's been the passive-aggressive guy. And he says he's the guy that will say something to your face and then go behind your back. I don't trust this guy. He said this straight up about what do you call it, LeBron, and how he is. And then later on, the topic of discussion came up about Michael Jordan. Rob, do you have that one?
I do.
Okay, so he's asked about Michael. He says, how often do you guys speak, right? And this is so funny
He
because
said
of
never, I believe. Right?
Yeah, well, he says he explains why Michael said we can't speak. I don't know if he says it in this clip, but go for it, Rob.
Okay, so you and Michael at a good spot.
Who, me and Michael?
Jordan?
Yeah, we're in a good spot.
Therefore,
We don't talk.
why not, you think?
Because I'm still playing. I think I'm still playing. I'm still focused on my craft right now.
When you're done, you think you two will be the
I would
only
hope
two
so.
that can have a conversation?
I would hope so. The funny thing is, me and Kobe, besides our, the late great Kobe, obviously, me and Kobe never had a real relationship either, until we was on the Olympic team. We had a great relationship there. Olympic team 8, Olympic team 12, but it was always competitive between us. We were always like, I was on the East Coast, he was on the West Coast, and it was like, even though we never. I fucked up one time in 09 and didn't beat Orlando, and I think it was 09, didn't beat Orlando and didn't get him an opportunity to play him in the finals. But
That's when Dwight Howard made it to the finals.
until I became a Laker and then he retired, that's when our relationship became really, really good. Yeah. He welcomed me, called me bro, anything you need in LA, I got you. You're a Laker now, you family. And we would have multiple conversations. He was obviously, you saw him coming to a lot of games and things of that nature. And when I passed him in the scoring record in Philly, You know, I think he had a tweet out there like, keep on going, like, keep transcending the game, keep going, like, and that shit, like, meant so much to me. So, like, I think it's because I'm still playing, you know, and MJ's, we all know MJ. Even if you don't know him personally, he's one of the most ruthless competitors there is. And till I'm done, and he doesn't have to look at me run up and down wearing the number 23, and every time my name is mentioned with his, he's like, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Yeah, I'm on a golf course. Yeah, I'm on a golf course.
Don't talk to me right now. I'm on the back nine. Do not call me.
It was great to see y'all at the top 75.
Oh yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah,
that's straight respect, admiration, and just like, you know, me for sure. I mean, shit. Like I said, I wear 23 because of MJ. You know, and that shit, the inspiration that he gave me as a kid in Akron, Ohio, that don't have much inspiration in your hometown.
At the top 75, the 75 best players, that one thing, where do they rank Michael? Where do they rank LeBron?
Do they rank it in order, in hierarchical order?
They do, because
I think they just put...
They came in a 75th anniversary rank. So this was the NBA's 75th anniversary, ranked 76 basketball legends. Check it. What year was this, Rob?
2022.
Okay. That's, okay. He won okay, so go see who's in the top 10. Who do they have in the top 10? All the way down.
Isaiah Thomas, number 1. We know that.
Yeah, for sure. And then by the way, he said something else in the podcast. Okay, let's go through. Let's see who they have. Durant 12, ahead of Olajuwon. I don't know. Shaq is 11?
Okay.
I don't know about
Let's see who that.
Kobe 10.
above Shaq?
No, but that's not the point. Kobe 10th. Keep going.
Keep going.
Oscar 9th.
Oscar
He won
Robertson,
one
Mr.
championship.
Triple-double.
How many
Tim
championships?
Duncan.
Can you see how many championships Oscar Robertson won?
He averaged a tip. He was like
He
Russell.
did. He was Russell Westbrook. But that's not.
Back in the day.
How many championships did he win? Did Oscar Robertson win? I thought it was only one he won. Yeah, he won one championship. Why do you put him ahead of? That's so weird to me. Who the hell? I can't trust the rest of it.
12-time NBA.
I can't
Milwaukee
trust the
Bucks in
rest of it. I cannot trust the
71.
rest of
Was
it.
Kareem there at that time?
Keep going, Rob. I have no respect for this list now.
Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamental.
Oh,
Here we go.
Give it a freaking break.
Hey,
He's
man,
got
Captain
5
excited.
championships.
Pat already
I get it.
doesn't
Keep
like this
going.
list. Let's see what's going on here.
Larry
Legend
Won
at
3
7.
championships.
Yeah, but you got to put a white. It's reverse DEI for
Go
the
ahead.
NBA.
Go ahead.
Got to
Ahead
have
of
one
Shaq?
white guy. Come on, guys. Let's have a little respect.
All right. So now
Bill
you put
Russell,
Bill Russell.
10 championships.
Now you
How
put
many?
him. Give me, but look at
many
the
have you had?
stats. 15.1, 22.5. Now you put him here because they got
22
championships.
rebounds, PBD.
I totally get it, but then put Rodman in there with 17.
Hey, Rodman didn't
Keep
have
going.
22
Stop.
rebounds.
Keep going. Chamberlain,
Wilt.
5 ahead of
That was 100 ladies that night.
He deserves to be in the top 5. I'm with that.
Yep.
Keep going. Magic Johnson, 4.
You're gonna have Kareem,
Dude,
you're
I
gonna have-
interviewed Magic
Yeah.
in front of a couple thousand people at Fort Worth Convention Center, and in front of everybody. He says, let me make it very clear. Kobe is the greatest Laker of all time. They have him at 4th place and Kobe at 10th place? Give it a break. Keep going, Rob. Keep going. Kareem 3. Okay, that's fine. That argument can be made for sure. Keep going.
Number 2.
LeBron
2,
and then Michael.
And then Michael.
Stop
okay.
it. This is a terrible. Matter of fact,
What's wrong with that
this
list?
is terrible. Let's just transition away from
And by
that.
the way, I looked it
What
up.
a
Oscar
dumb
Robinson, Oscar's center in 1971 was a very young Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Dumbest list I've seen.
Quick
By
question.
the way, in other words, Robertson doesn't
ESPN.
get the
Dumb
championships with that one championship without Kareem.
Well, Kobe doesn't get championships without Shaq. We won't go there, but stop. Shaq won all the MVPs. That PBD.
It's
I have
where
a
Oscar was
very
on the list. It's the
straightforward
whole point there.
question for the boss.
which was my point.
Okay. So LeBron is defending Bronny Jr., LeBron James Jr. Hypothetically, you've got kids. You have one kid that is very politically inclined.
Yeah.
His name is Patrick Bet-David Jr., Tico. So let's say there comes a day when Tico's starting to do content. Maybe he's one of the co-hosts here. And he has a slow start. It's his rookie year. And maybe there's a Stephen A. Smith out there that starts to talk trash, or someone in the comments, about your son. Don't you think there's going to be a
The way
different...
Stephen A. did it?
The way that, yeah, I guess there's two different people
No,
here.
The way Stephen A.
There's
did it was
comments
pure
out there.
Fair play.
Okay.
No.
So if he's talking about Tico that way,
No problem.
okay,
Listen,
walk
there's-
me through this, please.
Because he didn't disrespect. He just said he doesn't belong in the league. If, let's just say, somebody gets on the podcast, they say, you don't belong in the league to do podcasts. When we started doing podcasts, like, you're not a podcaster, you're not a this, you're not a that. What are you thinking creating content? Yeah, you're supposed to say that. And then I said that to a guy today. Guy Minnect me today says, let me tell you, I think I'm in the top 1% of podcasters in the world. And he's got 4,000 subscribers. And I'm trying to compliment him. Then all of a sudden it becomes so hype. And I'm like, bro, forgive me for complimenting you. Let me take that back. You're not in the top 1% of podcasters. Now you sound arrogant. Now you sound entitled. Now you sound this. And I don't even know if you're asking questions. For the first 7 years of us doing YouTube, every other month we would hire a consultant for YouTube to learn about what stats and datas and what mistakes we're making. We didn't know if we were going to be in the space for this long to improve. Till today, we're trying to find a way to improve. Constantly, we're coming up with new strategies and things that we're doing. No, I have no problem with that kind of feedback being given. You disrespect, it's a different story.
Okay.
And I don't think Stephen A. crossed the line with disrespect. No, but LeBron is a passive-aggressive guy, and LeBron is a guy that thinks there's never been a superstar in the history of the NBA that thinks as highly of himself as LeBron does. Never. There's never been one that thinks highly of himself as LeBron does. That is such a drama. Look, to me, it's mathematically impossible for LeBron to be. I have him as second, right?
Yeah.
But I can easily see somebody making an argument to show. There's videos of LeBron. He gets hit like this. He touches his head and he starts scratching it like he got punched in the head.
How can a man take such abuse?
Yeah, that's the videos, right? So, no, I don't know. I just don't see that.
Real quick, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, my justification for why he maybe feels entitled that way, we've never seen anybody go from literally 10th grade being the chosen one, King James, and then literally delivering. Because every other player who's in that conversation, especially in the social media age, MJ got cut from his high school team. So there was always a chip on his shoulder. Okay, he wasn't the GOAT.
Kobe went high school.
Remember he had his kill list? Kobe was like a top
7.2 points a game his rookie season. He averaged 15 points a second season. Rob, can you go to his stats?
MJ wasn't the number one pick. We saw Sam Bowie the other night. Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie fighting together.
Portland.
We saw Sam Bowie was picked ahead of him. He had a chip on his shoulder. Kobe was drafted by Charlotte and then traded for, I think, Vlade Divac to the Lakers. Chip on his shoulder. Kobe didn't come out his rookie year and ball out. He wasn't even an all-star, I don't think.
Is that showing first year, Rob? How many points per game is it? 7.6? Is that minutes? That's minutes. The first one is minutes, second one is,
But LeBron...
So you see, 7.2. I said 7.2, 7.6. Second year average 15. Then he went to 19.9, then 22, and then boom.
This is Kobe?
From 2001, 28 points a game, 25.
LeBron is
and now we're in the championship lane there, 2000, 2001, 2000.
LeBron is the only person that we've seen literally say high school to NBA, I'm going to be the GOAT, turned out to be that dude, and delivered. So I can understand why he has such an inflated ego. Now, that hasn't worked out well for the league because their ratings have tanked.
He's not
I know that you've gone back and forth.
And you know why? And you know why he's the most unattractive? Well, besides, it's really funny if you guys look at Bob, you don't have to look it up, but it's funny. He tries to act like he's somebody that he's not. The fact that every time he has a book in his hand, like he's reading it, it's always on the first page. The guy is not, and I'm not. It is what it is. I mean, he left high school and went there. I don't know how freaking. He's not articulate like you said, Adam. His vernacular isn't so freaking great. But you know what? Let's just look at how unattractive as a
page 4. Man.
It might be page 4 with a towel. He's reading the towel. But anyway, just when it comes to unattractiveness, he lost it. And it all started shifting, and then the league suffered for it because think about it. Remember when he slammed that cop and tweeted, "You're next" for Officer Nicholas Reardon after he shot the Ma'Khia Bryant from stopping her from stabbing another girl. He was like, "You're next" to the cop. Okay, he mocked Kyle Rittenhouse for crying on the stand. He stayed silent on China, the human rights thing when he attacked Daryl Morey. Remember that for supporting Hong Kong? Yeah. All this to protect his Nike and his NBA money. And he talks about being oppressed, but he lives like a freaking king, literally. And he backs all the woke policies and he's against conservative values. That's why he's an unattractive guy, unattractive player, in my point of view, not a good dude. And then, when Stephen A is just speaking facts and you let it hurt your feelings, and then you try to embarrass him in front of everybody, no, that's my problem. You know you're not going to do anything to him. You know you weren't going to hit him, and you know he wasn't going to hit you. That's the problem. You were just trying to embarrass him and look tough. You ain't going to do nothing, bro. Even on the show, you're going to fight him in the street. Give me a break, bro. If you were really about that life, you would have walked right up to him and punched him in the face right there.
That's not professional. He's
Adam,
a professional.
No, Adam.
He's a professional.
That's not professional. Going up to Stephen A. And then going like, oh, Stephen A. Hold on. And then saying Stephen A. was happy he's going to go celebrate that I'm talking about him. No, you're the cause for it. You're sensitive and you're talking to another level. And Stephen A. matched you at it. Who's winning in this whole thing?
I actually give him respect for going up and talking to the source. If he would have tweeted it, like most people would do these days, all the tough guys with the Twitter fingers, he went up and said, listen, I have a problem with what you did. Here's the deal. I'm not going to punch you in the face. I have a game to play, but I have an issue with it. That's what a man does.
On the third quarter of a game in the middle of every...
It's called the third quarter. It's because it's halftime. No, third quarter's about to start.
But you know what you do? You're in the show business. He could have got his phone number and said, yo, dog, as a man, you don't go and do that in public because you ain't going to do shit.
There's nothing to do. He's talking to him like a man.
Adam, I'm about that life, bro. Adam, if I have a real problem with you about my son and I'm mad, I'm not going to go up to him like, me, and
what are you
walk
gonna
away.
Tweet him? What are you going to do?
No. Get his, you don't think he get his
him?
number?
Real tough. You're a tough texter, Vinny.
No, what I'm saying is if you're going to go up to somebody like that, Adam, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's where I'm from.
I'm going to text you right now.
Sorry, bro. Sorry.
I'm going to text you right now, Vinny.
Anyway.
Tom, are you about that life?
Tom, I want to ask you one question. I'm happy Pat brought up. Tom, are you about that life?
I don't know, but when me and my homies were talking about
He's talking about his homies. Hold on. Yeah.
Me and my homies were talking about this situation, and we weren't down with the flop at all.
Yeah.
No, I got two things to say. And the first thing I'm going to say, one man was doing his job.
7,000 people voted, Rob.
Yeah.
Our audience just voted. 7,000 people voted on who's the greatest NBA player of all time. Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. Jordan got 80 votes. Kobe got 10. LeBron got 5%.
80%,
wow.
you mean?
Let me tell you guys.
80%.
Okay.
I don't care if you guys ever get anything wrong on politics or anything else. We can fight. You can Minnect me. You can talk shit. You can say whatever you want with Trump and all this other stuff. I love you guys.
Yes.
To everybody that voted here, you're my type of people.
love that.
Come to the cigar lounge. Be a member so we can have these types
Vinny,
of talks.
I just tough text you right now.
Guys,
Hang on.
I challenge you, bro.
I was quiet
I challenge you.
No.
Adam got to text me and he said, I want to kiss
Vinny,
you.
Tom's giving an update on his homies. Go ahead. He's about that life.
We're going to go to another story.
Go ahead, homie.
There's two things in my mind that are very, very clear.
Yeah.
One is I thought Stephen A. Smith was doing his job and doing it very professionally, and the reaction he had, I do not think was acting. I happen to believe, my opinion, that what I saw there, LeBron knew the cameras were rolling.
That's what I'm saying.
LeBron knew what was going on.
Yeah.
I think he took it personal. It wasn't about defending his son. I think he took it personal. He was upset, and I think he walked in front of Stephen A. there on the court to do the equivalent of take a flop for the cameras. That's what I think. And I think
Greatest
Stephen A. was
flopper of all
just
time.
doing his job, and I think he was very articulate. And I applaud Stephen A. for stepping up and saying, listen, I don't think it's about your home. I think it's about what we're doing here at Crypto.com Arena. That's what I was speaking about. We're not speaking about this. Don't try to make it what it's not.
All you had to do was say, I'm about that life.
Tom,
That's true.
Tom, you're almost making Rob cry.
Tom, I know
7,100 people voted.
Listen.
Michael, 80%.
Wow. Michael
Kobe,
Jordan.
10. LeBron, 5.
Tom,
And by the way, you know what?
Greatest flopper of all time.
I think that issue,
Greatest flopper.
when he's I wear 23,
Flop.
I wear it to honor Jordan, I think he thinks he's the one, and it bothers him.
Nothing excites me more than when I'm out there and I watch people wearing Future Looks Bright gear. It's getting bigger and it's getting now to a lot of different places, which is fantastic. And ladies, you've been asking for it. You've been talking to VT Merch, and the team's been listening to you. Spring collection is here. Now we have some of this active wear hats for those of you that work out, that you want something lighter. You're runners, but you still want to represent the Valuetainment gear. We have it in many different colors, yellow. You got them in pink. You got them in baby blue. You got them in the Tiffany blue color. You got them on all these other things that are here. And for some of you, what did you call this, Rob? There was a name for this? Rob, Tom, what do you know?
Active wear.
Active wear. But this hat here, for some that like this style, this is out as well. Some of you guys ask for it. And then the shirts. I'm telling you, the material of these shirts when you put them on is unreal. Unreal, the material, when you feel it and you put it on. This is a new one that came in, Future Looks Bright, with the logo in the front. We got the sweater that's here as well.
These are my
Navy
favorite.
blue, Future Looks Bright. Okay,
The material's ridiculous.
Oh my God! Honestly, the material.
Yeah,
to
but
me
look at
is
that.
unbelievable.
Did you see these?
Oh
guys?
my God!
I tried to get one of these, but he said they don't have my size yet.
Oh my!
You'll get us medium one of these days.
No, I get large,
Holy
homie.
moly,
I get
look at
large,
this one.
homie.
You're not large.
Rob, is this on the web? Can you see if this is on the website?
It
The
is.
gold? Can
Yeah.
you go to the gold one?
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Look at
think
this.
it's
And it's not just screen printed; those
By the
are
way,
like
see this?
thick letters.
Yeah,
See
pops.
this?
It pops off
It
the shirt.
pops, yeah, it's
Just
great.
pop.
And then on the back, you got the Valuetainment gear. Go to vtmerch.com. Place your order. We want 1 million of us wearing this everywhere we go.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.